We need to talk. There's something I need to get off my chest. I am a man who, when he makes a wrong, he knows he needs to right it. And I need to right a wrong today. Hey, good morning, super early. Gotta get moving though. We have a problem with the truck. Well, I think we do. I haven't driven it a few days because we've been out of town, but the transmission light has been staying on. And of course now it's off. It's been doing some real shady stuff, like losing all power when I am trying to accelerate, which is a little scary. I went to get some target practice last week, drove like an hour and a half away. I was pretty sure it was gonna die the whole time. I accelerate and it's like, whoa, and then just lose all power. It's like, boom. And then it's like, gong, and it kicks the power back in. I don't really know what's going on. So I think I'm gonna take it into a shop today. The problem is, Mare can't come pick me up when I drop the truck off. But I'm a problem solver. I have a car that is small enough to be towed behind with a tow bar. So I'll back this thing up, hook it onto the back of the truck with the tow bar. Uh-oh. Sometimes Lincoln gets in this thing and turns the headlights on and then leaves them on and runs out the battery. I'm a problem solver though. The Humvee won't hook on the back of that. Monte Carlo won't. I don't have a tow bar. I've got it. Ever since I got this electric bike, I wanted to drive it to work. I haven't ever wanted to that badly. But today I have to. I gotta get up to the clinic today. And this will work perfectly. So I drive the truck to the car shop, be there right when they open at 7:30, and then I can take my bike. It's an electric bike, so I won't have to pedal too hard. And then it's like 5 miles or something from the vet clinic, so that'd be easy on an electric bike. And it's nice and cool. The sun hasn't even come up yet. It's nice and cool, so I shouldn't be too sweaty by the time I get to the clinic. This is a great plan. Here's the problem, is this thing's not doing it now, of course, and the transmission light's off, of course. So there's like no signs that this ever had any issues. I'm hoping they can still plug the computer in and see what code it did throw the other day to make my transmission light turn on. So things I would worry about, transmission, obviously, since it threw a transmission light, but I also wonder if maybe it was just losing power and then that made the transmission throw a light. And it could be totally unrelated to the transmission. I thought maybe it's transmission fluid, but it wasn't slipping. Like when I floored it, like whenever it lost power and I floored it, it didn't like rev the engine up and slip the transmission or anything. It just did nothing. So it makes me think it's engine related and not transmission. So maybe a bad fuel filter, maybe bad injectors, maybe bad spark plug. Spark plugs, I don't think they would just go out all of a sudden and then kick right back in though. I don't know, maybe bad air filter, maybe it's clogged. I don't know, I don't have time to go through everything today. I gotta go to work, and so this is my plan. I'm just gonna go take it to these guys. I know them well. Just drive it off, be like, hey, here's a truck. Can you see if there's anything wrong with it? Which is like the worst. That happens at the vet clinic too. Like, yeah, he's limping on his back left leg, and I look at him and I'm like, I don't see a limp, and they're like, yeah, he's not limping anymore. That's weird. And then they go home, they're like, he's limping again. So moral of the story, dogs and trucks are exactly the same. Okay, they said they can help me. I gotta take this thing to work. So I picked a road that's kind of off the beaten path, and I didn't think like there'd be that much traffic on it. But I forgot there's a school on this road, and I'm going to work at like the time when all the parents are going to school. So there's like so much traffic on this road. It's kind of a pain. Should have had a helmet on. I was like, I'm gonna be going on a back road, no one will be on it. Won't need a helmet. No, there's like cars passing me all over the place over here. So a bad idea. Definitely, I should have just waited till Mare could take me. Live and learn. Also should have brought sunglasses. The wind in my eyes is a little much. Okay, it was like 5 miles or something. I'm refreshed though, it's a nice brisk morning, and my eyes are still watering because it was just chilly wind blowing in my face. The bike did good though. That was my first like through town bike ride. I've ridden this thing a lot, like off-road. I've never taken it like on a commute. I'm hiding the bike right here, just so no one drives by and steals it. I'm gonna get some work done. Okay, done with work, and the best part about it, I found some sunglasses. Sorry that when I come to the vet clinic I don't show you guys a whole lot. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and like a lot of it we can't show you. A lot of it's like for vet ranch, and then like, you know, I don't want to make the clients feel awkward when I like, hey, I'm gonna bring a few 100,000 people in the room. Is that cool? And so I kind of skim it. So I'm sorry that you didn't get to see everything. Now, gotta take my ride home. I haven't had a call from the car place yet about my truck, so they may have not even started. So I'm gonna try to ride this thing all the way home. It's like 12 miles if I go like the most direct route, which I don't know if I'll go because I'm on a bike with no helmet. And that doesn't sound like much on an electric bike, but just remember, this thing does have like big fat tires on it, so it's not like the fastest thing in the world. It's not slow, but it's not particularly fast, and I'm gonna be going safely. Wish me luck. I'm like 2 miles in, and I decided to just take the most direct route. So I'm riding along the frontage road next to the interstate. So it's a little scary. Cars are going, 50 down it, but they all move over and go like way around me, which is nice. I do feel free though. Like I feel very free just riding my bike down the interstate. Probably exactly how motorcycle guys feel, except like way more cool and less nerdy. Otherwise, exactly the same. Just finished with the interstate part of the trip, which is about half the trip. So I'm just getting off of that. The problem is it's super windy out here. And it's a headwind, so it's blowing straight at me. And I'm going as fast as I can because it's just not safe and I want to get off the main busy roads. So I'm like sprinting into a headwind, and I just went like 5 miles. I passed the place where my truck was though, and they had moved it, so that's good. They're hopefully trying to diagnose that right now. This area in my hometown of Boerne, Texas is called Veterans Park. I want to show you something. This is my buddy, Mark Tyler Voss. That's his Bronco that we are rebuilding at the high school. That was my buddy. So then you come over here, you plug her in, and she charges back up. It actually got down to very empty. It said 1 bar out of like, I think it has 5 or 6 bars. This thing supposedly will go like 40 miles if you're pedaling with it. And so I probably went like 16 or 17 miles today, but I was going full tilt most of the time, and I was going off-road some of the time, so it's gonna get less miles per gallon. Miles per electric. Science. We need to talk. There's something I need to get off my chest. I am a man who, when he makes a wrong, he knows he needs to right it. And I need to right a wrong today. But first I need to thank our channel sponsor, Audible. As you guys know, I've used Audible a ton. They have an unmatched audiobook library. Right now I am reading a book called Mind Hacking by Sir John Hargrave. It's a book about basically how to reprogram your mind to get rid of bad habits, to get rid of anxiety, to get rid of addictions. I have not finished the book yet, but it promises you can get over these bad habits in like 21 days, which is pretty cool. So if you'd like to check out this book or any of their other books, there's a link in the description, audible.com/offtheranch, or you can text Off the Ranch to 500-500, and you'll get your first month's trial with Audible for free on us. And it goes to help support what we do here. Okay, now it's time to right that wrong. As many of you know, we have chickens, and they are getting like bald, yucky, gross spots right by their tail. All of them pretty much have it. See how red that one is there? It just looks...
This one doesn't.
It does. It's ruffled back there.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. There's some red there. So we have 8 chickens, and every single one of them, except for the white chicken, had that on their butt. And so of course we blame the white chicken. Plus we had lots of you guys commenting that leghorn chickens, those white chickens, are kind of more aggressive anyway. And so it just all fit. It was like, this one doesn't have it, all these do. That one must be pecking all the other ones. And so we put her in solitary confinement for like, man, it's been a while. Like it's been like 2 weeks or more. And the thing is, they still all look the same.
It's them pecking each other, and the white one's too fast, so she gets run away and she doesn't get it.
Yep. So that's our conclusion. I came out here and I was just like, they're still all red. The white chicken hasn't been around them for 2 weeks. What's going on? And so I sat here in their cage and watched, and they would go peck each other. They actually are picking feathers and eating them off of each other.
That's gross.
Look, see? That one's doing it right there. Look at that black one. And so that's what it is. They're all pecking each other's feathers. So the white one, she didn't have any feathers missing, not because she was the one pecking, but because she was too fast. They can't catch her. So she's fine. She's running away from them, and they can't catch up with her. I need to go apologize to the white chicken. I don't know how to put this, so I'm just gonna say it. I was wrong. And we're sorry that we locked you up for like 2 weeks in this tiny little cage. We thought you were an evil chicken. Well,
they're actually evil chickens.
I actually think this is still an evil chicken, but she just wasn't the one who was tearing up our other chickens. I've been taunting her while she's been in prison. But I just don't like her. Okay, let's release her. What do you say?
Yeah!
Let her out. That's it. You wanted to get out so you could eat that grass right there.
Wow.
This chicken is so dumb. They're reunited. Hey girls. Looks like they never left. Just all best buddies. So basically it's like this never happened, right? We never put her in jail for 2 weeks. We can just totally forget that I thought she was guilty and I put her in jail for 2 weeks, right?
Oh, I can't forget that.
What?
I would never forget that.
But you did it too. You thought it was a white chicken.
No, I didn't.
Let me know, you chicken people, what the heck do we do to keep our freaking chickens from pecking each other? Because I sat out there and watched them. That's what they're doing. They're just pecking each other. They're not doing it to themselves, like if they have mites or lice or anything. They're pecking at each other just to eat feathers. And we give them plenty of food. We give them the right protein food. From what I can tell, it's 16% protein.
I give them like treats every day.
Sometimes we give them treats every day. Sometimes we feed them pizza.
Yeah, we do.
Is that the issue? Let me know if you have any ideas, though, as to what we can do to help. Thanks for watching Off the Ranch. I love you.